our purpose was, what is the purpose of Chelmsford Town Centre when all retail is virtual? Why would anyone bother to come here, in other words? And those were our bullet points. For social interaction, which is rather vague and general, but it means any interaction that you can't do on the web or through a computer. Transport. All the resources are here already, and if you're going to get to any other parts of the country from Essex, the likelihood is you'd have to come in for that. Education and libraries. There's a very strong feeling that you need to have personal interaction to learn things. Religion, again, necessarily involves personal interaction. Sport and fitness, well, you can't do that unless you've got a Wii, I suppose, virtually. Medical, you might go onto the NHS Direct, but you can't actually get your leg fixed unless you come and see a doctor. And theatre, cinema, concerts, clubs, all of them involve going to a venue to have your leisure activity. And who are we going to engage? Well, anybody interested in meeting another human being in actual rather than virtual reality. Hooray! And anyone trading a commodity that cannot be sold online, even if it can be marketed online. Method. Well, we've got lots of your stickers on here. Your idea, Education Centre, Centre for Education. We thought a campaigning website would probably sell the idea to those who are wedded to their computers for all their retail purposes. But yes, a simple to use, easily updated website or blog used to campaign strongly on, well, is it a controversial issue? Perhaps it is. A controversial issue, actually meeting people in a town centre, and where necessary to challenge the council and or developers. Of course, what are the developers going to develop when they've got no shops? They have to be persuaded to develop resources that fit the brief of people meeting people. And the Town Centre Council, all interested, are represented on a new organisation to promote and develop the town centre. In some respects, that roots back to our leadership headlines, which are perhaps a little vague, but our esteemed Dean thinks a Swiss democratic referendum of contributors, where we all meet in the town square and express our views on soapboxes, might actually yield an emerging consensus. Self-appointed public figures, brackets volunteers. Well, we might get a few despots, of course, but we'd have to cope with that by democratic means. Online maps, well, obviously they'd be quite useful, just for showing those at home, again, who are sat in front of their computer screens, where they can come and find all that fun. A community cafe, well, that speaks for itself, people meeting people and coming there for the purpose. Events programme is clearly going to be important if you're going to attract the people into these various activities that are going to be valuable to them. Partnership building, trainers and facilitators. Well, in many respects, I think we thought that could include those who are going to deliver the education, the libraries, etc. They're going to have to show people how to use the resources that are there. And an all-in-one email newsletter, yes, we thought that was a good idea, whether the council, the Chelmsford Society, the RSA or anyone else, because aside from promoting what is available, they might serve to develop interest in that as well. And we did think that some kind of feedback, rather like you get in Amazon if you're going to buy a book or some music, you have the opportunity to read what other consumers have thought of the product, whether they think it's rubbish or whether they think it's quite good. But of course that involves a certain amount of bravura on the part of those commercially interested, because of course they'd have to live with people making unflattering comments about their particular service. But